Hello everyone, Pat here. And today, I've got a funny video for you guys. I don't usually do videos about mobile phones as much as I want to because I don't upgrade my phones as much as I'd want to. Obviously, you know, every time a new phone comes out, a new iPhone comes out, you can't keep upgrading unless you're spending $1,000 every time. So I try to get the best phone at one time and have it for at least 2 to 3 years, unless I break it. But recently, I revived a dead iPhone 6. And I thought, why not do a little bit of an experiment and use the iPhone 6, yes, it's an iPhone 6, for a week instead of my Galaxy S7 Edge, which I absolutely adore. So, let me give you a bit of a history breakdown of my experience with Apple and their iPhones. I had the Apple 3GS a long time ago, and I had the Apple 4S. Absolutely loved those two phones. But when I saw the Apple 5 and 5S come out, I just couldn't deal with it and I switched to Android. And then I had the S4, the S6 and the S7 Edge right now. So on the advent of S8, I thought, let me see if Apple has come further, better, faster, stronger, or is it still as shitty as I remember at the 5C, 5S sort of era? Well, I switched for a week and I used the iPhone 6. It has fingerprint, so that was awesome. And I have to say, look, there's a lot of videos out there that they go through details about these two differing views. They go through details. So I'm going to try and make this a bit more feely, emotionally. Bit of, is it really worth it? Did I enjoy it? Did I actually like it? And I have to say I did like it. I like the Apple ecosystem. It's so easy to use. It's so nice. The system is fairly clear to get around. Like, I hadn't used an Apple phone for so long, but I picked it up pretty quickly. Maybe it was because I'm a bit tech savvy, but you never know. People of all ages use iPhones and they pick it up very, very quickly. The things I liked about it is the fingerprint is so quick. So much quicker than this. What the hell? Samsung, how? How is this newer phone not as fast as this? My view, it's probably because the button is square and this one is circle. Thumb fits a bit better on the circle one. It's fast. Love it. Love that fingerprint. And it was quite fun opening the phone every time. It just made sense to use it. The next thing I liked is the messaging. Holy crap. Messaging on the iPhone is awesome. On here, it feels sluggish no matter what keyboard I use, no matter what third-party keyboard I use, it feels slow, it feels dated. This felt quick, smooth, snappy. Holy crap, I loved messaging on this. And I loved taking pictures, sending messages, social things, and that's what I realized. This was a social beast. I love this, communicating with people, calling people, the fact that I don't have to call a number to get my voicemail. It was on here if you're using Vodafone. It was just awesome. It's just so clean and so crisp that using this phone felt like. But I have to say, picture quality wasn't as good as the Galaxy. That is where this was winning. This has an amazing camera and the pictures on this are 100 times better what comes out of this thing. Unfortunately, maybe the 7 is a lot better. My mother has the 7. Still would say that this has better pictures. So, social, it has the better camera, guys. Apple, improve your camera. At the moment, it's pretty darn crappy, in my opinion. Next thing I liked, well, the battery life, it was okay. It's an iPhone. It lasted the whole day. Battery life on this, fantastic. So this is more of a productivity beast. I was doing a lot more emailing, a lot more work, PDF editing, all sorts of things that just didn't feel quite right on this. I was sending files, downloading files, uploading things to Google Drive, and I know this is a Google-backed phone and maybe that's why it felt a lot smoother. And I suppose all my contacts, it took a bit of time to move everything over, but you know, once I did, it was there and okay, all good, that's just a switch. So, this thing, pictures were better, and the productivity was a lot more improved. Personally, I don't like the Edge. I don't like the feeling of it. I like a smaller phone that can fit in my palm. And then I have to agree with Steve Jobs back when he said he's never going to make big iPhones because it has to fit in your palm. I think this is just the right size. this is just pushing it. Look, I love it. I use it. The screen's big. It's wonderful. It's crisp, but it felt much easier to use this in one hand or when calling. It's just even a lot lighter than this. Again, IMO. But I have to say, I have to go back to this because of the productivity. I use it for work. I use it for stuff on YouTube. I use it for replying to comments, emailing things, and this is just a lot faster to do. But if I was getting a phone and I didn't need to do that sort of stuff just for general use around, you know, life, social life, and I didn't need to do work stuff, this would be my phone of choice. So, if my grandmother asked me, what phone should I get? I say, get an Apple. If my mother asks me, what phone should I get? I'll say, get an Apple. If my father says, what phone should I get? He'll probably get a Samsung anyway. But I'll say get an Apple. It's a bit more interesting, a bit more fun to use. This is a fun thing to use. This is serious business. That's the way I see it. So, for me, when Samsung touts their adverts to be fun phones, fun this, I just cannot agree. This is a fun phone. This is a productivity phone. Unfortunately, I'm still at the stage where I have to be productive. Maybe when I reach 40 or 50, I'll go to an Apple phone. And another thing I have to guys mention, that don't throw out your iPhones, or I guess don't sell them too quickly, because very old Apple products are becoming collectibles. They're becoming worth more than they were originally bought for. I have an iPod Classic that I bought for $250 in 2011. Right now, that thing's $500 on eBay, secondhand. What? And if it's one of those U2 signed ones, it's about $1,000. Can you believe it? This stuff is becoming collectible. When's the last time you saw a Samsung phone at collectible? Or an MP3 player that's collectible? There's a lot more value in this than there is in this, but this is the sort of stuff that's cutting edge and it helps you in your productivity. This had NFC payments before iPhone 7 came out. I use that a lot. Every time I forget my wallet, I get to pay and use this as my payment method, even if I need to get cash out through the app or just pay with NFC. Been doing it for a while before this even thought of it. So that's it. That's my sort of thought. This has the cutting edge. If I had the choice right now in my age, I'd probably go to an iPhone. But I've spent so much money on this, I'm gonna stick to this because I need it for work. I need it for what I do right now. But I might even go to an iPhone. But right now, unfortunately, with the stuff I do, I have to put this down and I have to stick with the Samsung. So guys, that is my thoughts on it. And I hope they're a little bit different of what you see usually around YouTube. And that's what I'm trying to be, a little bit different, because there's no point telling you the specs. This has a 4.7 camera. Nobody really cares that much at the end, as long as the pictures are nice. Who cares how many pixels it has? Apple said it themselves, who cares? This has less pixels than this. But the pictures do look better on this. Could be the screen, could be anything. But the usability and the iOS, it's just user-friendly. It doesn't have as much RAM. It still feels snappier. This feels bloated, even though I've custom rigged it all and did a clean wipe and put all sorts of things on it that's supposed to clean it. It still feels sluggish. And then again, Android has always felt sluggish to me. I guess I've just gotten used to it, and this for me is a huge jump in performance-wise usability. That's what I have to say. Usability, guys. If you prefer to have a lag-free life, an issue-free life, a problem-free life, Apple will solve you. Let's say it's a guitar. It has one string. This is it. This is a 6-string guitar, if you want to have it that way. You can play as many notes as you want on it, that one string, and it'll play every time. You got 6 strings, you might snap a few strings every so often. You'll have to bend your fingers in all sorts of different ways to actually get it to play the way you want. But when you need to play a very complicated song, you'll need this. If you want to play a simple 1-chord song, 1 tune, you'll play this. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Got a lot more videos coming up on some PC upgrades. And I'm so excited because I'm upgrading my PC, so that's awesome. And so I'll catch you then, and subscribe if you haven't already for more content. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions, and give me a thumbs down if you think it's bad and tell me why. No point just thumbing down and not telling me why. Anyway, see you guys later.